going to talk about learning. I talked about knowledge in the other episode, and today I'm going to talk about learning because learning is. I love learning. Like, I really, 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 really love learning. Like, I really, really love learning. And I'll tell you why. As I covered in episode number 2, what you don't know is a differential in personal power. So, if you want to be empowered in life, and if you want to overcome any sort of challenge, or if you want to create something awesome in your life, if you want to do great things with your life, if you want to enjoy a greater quality of life, then learning is exactly what's going to take you there, right? So, I'll share my own life. Oh man, like I love the feeling of knowing that if there's something that I want to learn, that there's a resource for it. And I can Google it. Like, think about that. So we're all here in the 21st century, right? We're right now where we have cell phones, we have Google, we have computers, we have technology. We can open up our smartphone and pull out our phone and open up and see the answer that you ask. You know, it's like, hey Alexa, what's the molecular density of carbon or something like that, right? You just find out. It's like that. That did not exist like 200 years ago. You had to go to the library, which was sanctioned and cordoned off and all that. So now you have access to technology. And you know, since ever when I was a kid, we grew up with the computers. We grew up with this technology. I grew up having, you know, video games and things like that. Like it was just there, you know. But that wasn't there like 2 generations ago, 1 generation ago. That did not exist. It was non-existent. But now we have all the books we can ask for. We can have all the technology and resources to create. Yet people aren't creating. I mean, some people are the ones that are tapped in on the wavelength of being some woke ass sovereign creators. It's time to really fully, deeply recognize this opportunity that you have as a creator and someone who has access to technology. So what are you going to create? Because if you aren't creating, then you're really just riding on the coattails of you know, generations and generations and generations of your ancestors that struggled tirelessly to survive in the wilderness, hunting wildebeests and gathering berries and roots and bitter herbs in order to survive. While you're here eating Snickers bars and Reese's cups and slurping down 7-Up because it's easy. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do with your life? What you gonna do with this amazing opportunity that's right now? Like, okay, y'all, like, there's no lying about this at all. It's easier to make a name for yourself now than it's ever been, ever in the time of the human species, as far as we're aware. Because we have technology, because we have social media, because we have YouTube, we have I can go to GoDaddy.com and open up a new URL for my business that I have an idea for, and I can develop the knowledge through this online course to write amazing sales copy to sell whatever product I want to sell, and I can do the research about the way the mind works and the way people perceive things and human psychology, so that I can actually get into people's world and write persuasive sales messages to reach someone. So I don't take that for granted. Like, I love books, I love learning, and learning it's like if you aren't on the track of like some serious self-study and you have a dream and you have like some sort of ambition with your life, like, you got to get on top of that like pronto, now, yesterday, 6 months ago, 6 years ago. I'm starting to sound like Terrence McKenna over here. Like, y'all gotta get on this. So there's a habit, there's a practice, there's a specific practice called Kaizen, which I learned from one of my mentors, which is where you pick one topic, one skill, and you practice it every single day to 30 minutes to an hour every single day for the rest of that time until you master the skill. For me, you know, not to make y'all think that I'm obsessed with money or marketing or, business. I am, but I'm doing it for a moral reason. I'm doing it for a moral purpose, which is to wake people up and to elevate people to love, because love is important. So, anyways, if you master a skill and you practice it every single day, you create you block out 1 hour of time, you block out 30 minutes a day to study that one skill that's going to take you to that next level in whatever it is that you're doing. You're gonna be so far beyond anyone in your field. You're gonna be so far beyond anyone that's on your level. Whatever it is that you're doing, if you have some sort of ambition, if you have some sort of dream or desire that you're doing, begin to identify the skills that are going to take you there. There's been multiple times in my life where I've put myself into a field, and then I realized later on that there was all this super specific knowledge and information that nobody that was selling all this stuff was talking about. They just had all this, they had all this pretty wrapped up language, and they're like, oh, it's the law of attraction, it's like my new seminar, it's my new thing. And meanwhile, no one's talking about the only thing that's making the whole thing that they're doing work, which is marketing and sales and psychology. Like, if you know this stuff, like, you'll start to realize that, like, they're not selling you anything other than an idea. And that's pretty morally questionable in a lot of cases. And if you can really master these skills that, like, are the foundation of creating anything in this, like, 21st century, like, which is how to write and share a persuasive message, how to sell something to someone, and how to speak. If you master that, like, man, you're just gonna be so far ahead of anyone. So learning, like, really look at the thing that you want to do with your life, and begin to consider what are the skills that I need to cultivate in order to do this thing. Let's say I'm looking at my own life, and my dream and desire is to be a music producer that also shares educational content in an online platform. So my most important skills to develop are marketing. So I'm like hardcore studying marketing, like so deep and hardcore on a whole deep, like super hardcore level, that I know that whatever it is that's going to come my way, I'm going to have a solution. I'm going to have something in my toolkit to figure that out. So again, if you have some dream or desire that you want to do, find out the very, very specific skills that are going to take you there and master them. Like, get them so on lock that you own it. You own it, you got it. You're level 90 paladin in the game, and you just blast away at everyone else in the field. Not in a malevolent way, but you're just like, I own this, I got this. So you definitely got to set up your own daily practice and, like, be relentless with it. Because if you do, you're going to go really far, super fast. So learning is power. Knowledge is power. So develop the skill sets that are going to take you where you want to go. Mark my words, this is so important. And just a few more last things about learning. I believe that as it stands, what's being taught in schools is like 90% non applicable to what's actually going on. So if you learn the stuff that's not being taught in school, you're going to be, like, pretty well off, pretty well situated. Here's a few things to start with. The first are the human body, how the human body works, how to take care of your human body, how to best eat, how to best move, how to best breathe, how to best sleep. Getting those is mastering the human body and mastering health. The second is communication, is mastering communication inside and out, how to connect to someone, social skills, how to write, persuasively, how to communicate and connect with other people. A third, so you got health, you got communication, you've got learning itself as a skill. So learning how to learn, really super useful. If you can learn accelerated learning strategies, you can go really far, really fast. And for, I would say, mastering your emotions, mastering your own psychology, mastering the mind and the emotions, super useful, crucial. And beyond that, business, finances, and money. If you get those skills unlocked, you're good. Like, you're set, you're solid, you're ready, you're adaptable, you can adapt to life. So I'm gonna go keep learning, I'm gonna go keep applying, and I wish you an amazing day. And Awakened Youth is officially out. Peace. All right.